Hey Stitch, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Doing alright that means good, right? It's normal to feel just okay. What brings you on here? Just scrolling. Have you seen me before? Do you know me? Is this your first time here? Are you into spirituality? Oh, okay, so you've seen me. Okay, cool. Hey, everyone. I'm chilling right now. So right now I am doing minimum of $5 donations. I will say this, if you do donate, I will make sure you get more than $5 worth of my time. That I promise you. So honestly, I really don't think $5 is much for the work that I do. What I and I understand, like, not most people are not about to throw down $5 on YouTube, right? People are usually just scrolling on YouTube just to get, like, I don't know, most people are bored or whatever. But what I do, basically, I've spent a lot of time refining my craft, so I feel like I am more than just entertainment. I'm actually, what I do is I teach spirituality. I teach intuition, I teach healing, I teach, consciousness, self-awareness, which is pretty valuable to have. And this type of world. I a kid, Annie, I don't have any money. All good. All good. But welcome. Right now I'm not doing free readings, it's just $5 minimum. But of course, if you do decide that you would like me to spend some time with you, I'll give you opportunities to ask more than one question, and like I said, I will ensure that you walk away with much more than just $5 worth of my time. That I promise you. Hello, so good. Kriv, little bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here until we see what happens. Hopefully somebody puts $5 down. Eventually, I trust. It'll happen. If it doesn't, it's all good too. But hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. Sura short video funny. Are you guys male? A lot of you look like you're male. No offense if I'm wrong. Do I want a math project? No, not at all. But thank you. Nope. No, I don't think anybody wants problems. I'm not sure what you mean by math problem, so I'm very sorry. Fourteen. Oh, okay. 7 times 6. Seven times 8. Very good. 2 times 2. 12 times 12. 11 times 11. so cute. 5th grade, wow. Make sure you do good in school, okay? Don't talk to strangers. Is that still a thing? I'm a stranger. Oh god. Alright, I might do a free reading here. Might do a free reading. 143, I don't think that one's correct. I think 110 is correct. I don't think I said 2 times 2. But if I said 2 times 2 and you said 4, then yes, you got it right. Very good. I think, hold on. Echo, what is 11 times 11? Isn't it 121? Yes, it's 121. So I think you got that one wrong. Sorry. So 11 times 11, remember that one, is 121. Okay? So you can win the next math competition. Okay, who's here? I'm gonna give a free reading to someone. Who is here? Who has a question they would like? Okay, what is your question, Junior? Hetzel? What's your question? And it's not, I don't do math questions. The most important piece in chess is the king. Is that right? Did I get it right? Yeah! I was gonna say the queen, but I was like, wait, hold on now. Do you like to play chess? What do you like to do for fun? So the pawn, I think they can only move, generally they can only move once, one space, but for their first move, they can choose either 2 or 1. Oh, I'm not sure what Roblox is. I think I've heard of it, but I'm a little bit unfamiliar. That's good that you play chess. Gets your brain thinking, but it's not. But just know that it's probably, unless you plan on becoming like a world-renowned world champion in chess, it's not gonna help you survive in this life. It may if you take it really far and you're really passionate about it. Oh, okay, Fortnite, okay. But who am I to say? Because video gamers these days, they can become millionaires. They have all these leagues where you can play professionally. So maybe that might be your thing. Whatever it is that brings you joy and money, just stay safe. That's all. And have fun. Bye. Nice to meet you. Stay in school. Study hard. Don't do drugs. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for stopping by. My name is JP. You can call me JP. Alright, I'm gonna change this title to free readings, okay? Pretty sure everybody's gonna like that. What do you think? Free readings! You heard right. Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love, does it go? My love, oh my love, does it good to me? Does it good to me? Whoa, whoa, oh, only my love does it good to me. Does it good me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. My love, does it good to me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Only my love does it good to me. Oh, my love, only my love does it good. right, it's free reading, so who is here? I'm done just sitting here. Free readings. I said it. I said it. It's your time. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Can you believe I have to cook? I am kind of tired. Wow, you guys are so silent. Anybody have a question? For spirit could be about anything. Alright, if anything, I'm gonna read for myself then. Y'all are too quiet. Hey. It's all good. You say bruh? Yes, Aisha. You can ask a question. Go ahead, I'm waiting for it. What do you see he loves about me? Okay, I like this question. And if you find this helpful, if you find what I say, what Spirit shows me, the way that whatever I see and explain, if you find it, if you appreciate it, it'd be great if you could tip. Sorry. I just gotta say it. I gotta look out for myself. Okay. So, what do you see he loves about me? Okay. So thanks for your question. So I just want to let you know, Spirit knows what you've asked. Spirit has been with you your entire life. If you are unsure of whether the universe or Spirit or God or your angels hear you, they do. And this moment with this particular question is no exception. So I'm going to ask Spirit to show me a little symbol here about your person, whoever you're asking about. Alright, I'm going to close my eyes here for Aisha Sharif. Okay, so what's coming through here about your person, whoever you're asking about? What is coming through here is a symbol of mine that would indicate to me that when this person thinks of you, this person is very unlikely to want to think big picture, okay? Big picture, long term, how the reason why they would be in this relationship. Let me get another symbol here, but this doesn't look great, okay? Again, they do not like thinking about big picture things in regards to you, unfortunately, and I feel kind of bad saying this, okay? I'm gonna close my eyes. But know that this is all filtered through spirit guidance, with your higher self, okay? This is not great stuff. This person has conflict within them. They are very reluctant and hesitant to trust fully. Their heart is not open here. It's kind of sad. I hate delivering this. I'm going to take a look at this one last thing here. Kind and extremely caring, which is what we have decided on. Does it make sense? Because I am seeing that this is... I'm going to close my eyes one more time, but they're vibrating at the level of enlightenment. So on some level, it could be whatever I just described to you, even though it was a little bit negative, it vibrates for them on the level of enlightenment, which means that when they think these particular thoughts, it gives them a sense of peace and wholeness and belonging. Okay? So there's a little bit of paradox going on here. Hopefully I explained that well enough. Yes, this person wants a readjustment. This person wants to be careful now. This person realizes that they gave away a little bit too much of their energy. And now they want to learn to only give what is necessary that doesn't compromise who they are and what they want in their life. It feels painful, but whatever they're showing me here is within it on some level. It's almost like it sets them free, because they get to choose themselves. No. If anything, this person has emotional attachment to themselves. They have an emotional attachment to themselves, which is, you can't blame them for that. You can't blame them for loving, for choosing themselves, you know? You gotta give people free will. Can't control people. Thanks for your question. Any other questions? You can ask another question if you like. There's like literally nobody here. I don't mind. Optimistic lover girl. Greg pursues me in the gym. What's the vibe of Greg towards me? Oh, I like this question. Love it. Alright, gonna close my eyes. Okay. I like Greg. Greg seems to be kind of spiritually aligned here. Um, this person kind of seems to follow whatever lights them up, whatever brings them joy. I'm also getting the word gentleman um, with this person as well. Also getting the Queen of Wands here. Okay. They're also here at... They're here at reason. They're here at love. And this is a pretty active, big active energy here for them. They're here at reason. So they likely think very rationally. Okay, and then they go passive here for some reason. So I'm gonna see what this is. Okay. This person is a committed type of person, as in their end goal is basically a ring here, which for me signifies commitment, marriage, loyalty, strength, things like this. But while I'm seeing this ring that Spirit's showing me, there's a hesitation that at the same time. I don't know, the words, and there's a feeling of like pushing away. I'm gonna close my eyes one more time here, but it's also, there's a paradox. Yeah, so there's obviously that symbol of commitment that's there, but then there's also resistance as well. So I'm gonna see what this is, and I think that's because they're showing me they're at the level of reason, but they're in a passive mode. So this person is likely trying to solve problems by brainstorming ideas and basically applying them. But then they went passive here, so that means they've likely withdrawn, second thought, gave a second thought to whether or not this is a good idea. I don't know. But I like their energy. They're here at willingness. So this person is very accountable for the choices that they make. They try to do everything right. They follow systems. They're good at listening. They want to be the best that they can be. They're likely organized, and especially in regards to this particular question that you asked. And I'm going to close my eyes one more time. Spirit, what's this pushing away thing that you're showing me here? Okay, so this person is admitting and knows about themselves that they tend to fall in love, or they tend to catch feelings really quickly. So the way that they clarified this pushing back is that they showed me that this person is like, okay, I know I fall in love pretty quickly, so they're trying to retract and trying to hold that part of them back. Okay? And I'm going to get you some spirit guidance here for you. And, you know, if spirit says it's a go with this guy, but I like this guy. This guy has a nice shoulder on their heads. This guy seems, like I said, gentleman, sweet, self-aware. Good qualities. Hold on. I'm going to get one more thing here for you. Basically, your guidance and how you can basically move forward with this guy. Let me see where you're at here. Ooh. Okay. You're likely not entertaining this person very much. Because you're at guilt and you're at shame. So you're definitely holding back. You're definitely, you know, you're not too receptive to this. If I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you, okay, so they bring you here to the level of, okay, they actually they brought you to pride for a moment, very, very passive, and then they just basically pushed you into love and joy and said, you know, stay in love and joy as you move forward with this. I'm gonna close my eyes and see. This is you know what Spirit showed me? I think you've come to the point where you've dealt with so many suitors, and your tendency is basically to expense all of these and be like, nope, 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 thank you, but nope, nope, you're not my type, nope, 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 to the point where I think you've started, or at least I think Spirit's showing me that you've started to look at yourself and be like, am I doing the right thing? Am I being too much? Yeah. So this is what I'm seeing here with you. And one last okay, so they're showing me a new symbol. I've never seen this. They're showing me this glass plate. I also have to ask what this glass plate is. But another thing was coming through, and it was very, very clear, which is basically the glass slipper of Cinderella was coming through here. And they basically put your consciousness basically in me. This is likely your higher guidance, and you're basically saying, I love this idea, I love this, and you're saying it's part of me. So this whole Cinderella story of you, of basically, you know, they're trying to find the perfect fit, basically, for this glass slipper. And I think what's your higher guidance is trying to say here is that you can implement this idea of having this perfect fit, have it be a part of your story. And you loving that idea of like, oh, you know, I found the perfect person, blah, 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 blah. Something like this, and I'm going to ask clarity about this glass plate here. Yes. So your higher self, in order to channel more of your higher self in regards to your love life, your higher self wants you to start affirming the idea of us. Not just me, but us, and trying to find whatever you have in your mind that is you're going to be able to love the idea of us. Okay, that's what you're looking for. Okay, that's for you. Oh, 100% on the money. I'm glad. Welcome. And also, if you appreciated the time, the energy, and if you found value in the reading, please make it. Please consider making a small tip or donation. That'd be much appreciated, because it just reaffirms, at least to me and my body, that I'm doing something right. Okay. Let's see. Aw, thank you for the feedback. That also helps me out. Lets me know that, I'm tuning in correctly. By you saying so accurate and true. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. So I'll go on to the next person. Can you guys just list me your questions here, and then I'll basically just choose which seems most interesting to me. No offense to other people whom I don't answer the questions. I'm looking for interesting questions. So go ahead and just put them in the chat. Can you please tell me if Sean misses me and will contact me soon? Okay. I can do this one really quick. Sorry. So, Natalia. Did you guys know I'm Life Path 11? Yes. Makes sense, right? Okay. Natalia. So, everything that comes through, I'm making a collect call to higher guidance, your spirit guidance, instead of me basically being nosy and tuning into your person here without consent. Whatever spirit chooses to show me in regards to your person is basically going to be still a tailored reading for you to answer this question for you, okay? Just want to let everybody know that I'm really big on consent here. Sure. So I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, this doesn't look very good. These are all things that I've never ever seen before. But I can tell this is all kind of within all the similar, they all kind of mean the same thing. So I feel like I'm in a car and I'm getting warnings that there's police and sirens coming up ahead. Okay? And so that's like they're you know, they're trying to get my attention here, but like, warning, warning, eyes open, basically. And then, you know, I've been playing Pokemon. Pokemon on my new Nintendo Switch. I don't know if you guys play, but in this new Pokemon game, whenever you not kill, but whenever you defeat a Pokemon, a wild Pokemon, the Pokemon basically goes dizzy, and there's like, they're seeing like stars up in their head. Like that. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay. 1 second. Echo. Volume 10. Echo. What does a fox signify?
Foxes are fascinating creatures with rich symbolism. They're often seen as clever, independent, and playful. They also represent good luck and protection in many cultures.
Okay. And whatever this is, I don't know what I'm seeing here, but I'm being shown that somebody's hard-headed, and it came along with this symbol of a fox here, so I don't know what this means. What was the question again? Can you please tell me if Sean misses me? Okay. So, Spirit...
It sounds like you're seeing
Echo.
a fox
Stop. So, Spirit, give me one impression here to just a general yes or no if Sean misses this person. Is there issues going on between you two? Because I'm seeing that this person kind of has an issue. Yeah, this person doesn't like the thought of you, and this person like automatically goes into like shame when you're brought up into their mind. So this person doesn't, I'm sorry to say, but this person is very much in the position to want to evade you. Sorry. And I'll give you a little nudge here from Spirit. Who else? Any other questions here? You guys just put your, oh, here we go. How does my crush, Placey, feel about me currently? What is going to happen between us romantically in the coming weeks? So, people who need to know whether or not people are gay, like, this has nothing to do with that. So, in a public environment, if this was a room and I was holding a space for people, imagine if you actually interrupted the entire thing just to ask me if I'm gay. How would you, do you think that that's appropriate, or even like, it's okay to ask, but do you think this is an appropriate time to ask this? Did you ever think of that? Or do you just think that you own the internet and you can do whatever you want? Is that who you choose to be in this life? Am I the first gay person you've ever seen? People. Okay. Alright. So, creative arts here. So thanks for your question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of my response? Hope that was okay. Just don't understand people, like, seriously? Okay. Are you still here, creative arts? Let me know. Gotcha. I'm sorry it didn't work out. Let's see how Spirit wants to guide you, Natalia. He should be ashamed, huh? I think he's so much for you. Yeah, do you want to ask another question? I'm just trying to, like, I'm trying to fill time with content. So if you have other questions, just put it up there. I just don't want to be all here. Yeah, everybody can ask questions. Go ahead, do it. Okay. So we'll do Minty GAP first. And then I think Deepal is... How does my crush place feel about... Okay, so I was gonna do let me do creative arts first because they asked the question before you, Minty, okay? It's gonna be creative arts, Minty, and then Deepal. I'll keep these really short so that, you know. But just know that even though you asked a question, you can ask more questions, okay? You're not limited to one question. I'm just trying to fill time here. Just trying to make an interesting night about this. Okay, so let me close my eyes here for creative arts. So your crush. Okay, let me see. So I'm just gonna ask Spirit to Spirit, how does this person feel about them? Ooh, so there is some issues here, for sure, but there's also desire here, and a willingness to move forward into a particular direction for, at least on their side, for them to want to fix things or create a sense of balance and equilibrium for them. So I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, I like this. This person actually sees value with you. Absolutely. And I'm also seeing that symbol that I just saw earlier with regards to a plate that I saw. So this obviously has to do with commitment. So yes, and this person definitely wants to, I feel like they want to fix things, whatever may have happened here. But the devil is coming through here for some reason. Which isn't always the best thing. It usually means that people have some type of attachment or unhealthy pattern going on. But this, they're showing me here that they have a level of they're approaching the situation with a level of acceptance. So basically, if they're saying, okay, shit hit the fan, basically their approach is going to be like, let's look at the positive, let's work with it, whatever, let me make my peace with it, and let's make the best of it. That's how they're coming through. That's how they're wanting to, they're bringing that part of themselves to the situation. Hold on, let me close my eyes. Yep. This person is saying, yes, I want to do it. I want to try again. I want to go at it again. Whatever they did in the past, they want to try again. Okay, so that's for you. Good job. I mean, not good job, but like, good luck. Okay. So I said I was going to go with, I think, Minty and then Deepal, right? So what's what's Minty's question? How does the person feel? I really like him and I do want him. Well, it looks good over here on this part, so get the ball rolling so you can actually see the true colors come through, because I like what I saw. How does the person on my mind feel about me? Okay. Minty, you still here? Let me know. One second. Minty, you gotta let me know you're still here so I can, Hi, Carrie! Saw you read for you. Okay, Minty. So you're asking, what does your person on your mind feel about you? Okay. Okay. So this person that you're asking about, they have a desire. I don't know what it is yet. It could be you, but it is something that they are wanting to work towards, so that on their side they get to feel like they get to create a sense of balance or justice, whatever it is that they're trying to attain or obtain. I'm going to close my eyes to see what this is, but they are very doubtful and fearful of whether or not things are going to work out. Like, very fearful, very doubtful. Oh, okay. So this person really wants to be with a person. This person really wants to have a person, wants to be in a relationship. They want good times. They want to feel like they found their person. They want to be happy. They want to be in joy. I think what I'm seeing here is just a general feeling that they carry with, uh, regardless of whoever they're dating with. But this person is afraid that they might end up alone. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I see here. Okay, one more. Let me just clarify. What is this? What is this fear about? But overall, in regards to your question, how they feel towards you, they want to move towards you for sure. But I'm gonna get clear about this, whatever this, why they're afraid of here. Yes, 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 very true. And what is this? So I'm seeing something. I don't know exactly this means, but are you guys like distanced? Are you guys long distance or something? Because I feel like I'm seeing something here that I'm gonna guess that this might be long distance, but they definitely don't want to be up. This person doesn't want to be apart from people. Ah, I knew it! I knew it! Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so that's for you. Good luck. This looks like something that has potential, so I like that. Good job. I mean, not good job. Good luck. Okay, so yeah, this person definitely wants to be with you, so that gives me hope for myself. Everybody wants to have a person, so I'm glad there are people here that, you know, want to put energy towards a relationship to make it work. So it's beautiful for me to witness these things. So oh, that's a whole different question. If you shouldn't break up with him. All right, so I'll get this for you, okay? Because that seems like a pretty good, I mean, that seems like a pretty important question. So I'll do this one pretty quick for you, okay? What's wrong? Why don't you like this person? Oh, you don't have to tell me, okay? But I can see, like, you're feeling like this is not your place, or like, and oh, it kind of looks like it almost looks like you're pretty sure about this, like, wanting to do your own thing, wanting to focus on you, regardless of what people tell you, please be with me, you're still gonna be like, you know? And let me ask for Spirit's guiding you. Well, okay. Hold on. Whoa, that's okay. I'm gonna get with whatever this has to do with. Here we go, moment of truth. It seems like you either want something more challenging or something that is going to be conducive to your growth, and maybe I'm going to interpret this as you wanting somebody who's going to help push your limits to the best that you can be, someone to support you in your growth, whatever that looks like. But whatever's coming through here, it looks like, I think you're pushing yourself harder to be what's coming through is for you to be the best that you can be, but it requires you to push your boundaries, push your limits. Does this make sense? And so whatever I just said right now, Spirit is guiding you to be on the level of grief where you actually feel a loss, where you're grieving a loss, but not completely, okay? They want you to feel at a loss here, but I don't know how to explain it. They want you to connect with your heart while you tune into this level of loss and disappointment. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with the next person. Thank you. Yes, I'm grieving. You're spot on. That's something outside of this person. Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate it. And if you found value in your reading and you found it helpful, and you want to put some money towards it, consider making a small tip for the reader or a donation. Anything would be appreciated. Goes a long way. Helps me support the channel. Lets me know that I'm doing something right, and helps me come back here and do more free readings for people. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Deepal, it's your turn. But thank you, Minty, for all your feedback. Really makes me feel good to know that, I'm doing something right. Will my husband Prabhat take me with him to his house after mediation counseling on December 4th? Such a specific question. Let's see. So the guy feels good about me. Yes, the person that was tuning in definitely likes you. That's what I definitely felt, for sure. Definitely wants to bring things together. So Dipali Warkadi. You too, stay blessed. And if you haven't double tapped your screen to like the video, if you could do that for me, that'd be great too. Thank you. Dipali Warkadi. Okie dokie. Okay. So, my husband having an affair with his ex, I don't know. But I'm answering your first question here first, okay? So, the first question here that you asked me, what they're showing, what's at least Spirit is showing me about this person, let me close my eyes first. So it's pretty positive here. This person is wanting to give trust to, I guess, you, and this is definitely it's a very, very strong yes answer is what I'm seeing here from Spirit. So that's obviously, I think there's no interpretation that is required there. Okay, let me get one more thing here. And also this, whatever I just saw here, it vibrates at the level of courage for them, which means that they're in the position where whatever stressful thing happened in the past, they still feel a little bit stressful, still feel a little bit of the stress, associated, but for the most part, they're trying to keep that in the past, and they want to look at the future and create the future as an improvement of what has happened so far. Okay. Oh. This person has a really tough decision in front of them, and they're having a pretty difficult time. I think what they're showing me here is also, on some level, they are appreciating their independence. Okay? They're appreciating their alone time by themselves, time to think on their own, because that is what is giving them the ability to be patient again, to be with themselves, to feel connected to themselves. But then the longer I stayed there, I just felt this huge, like, oh my god, I have this hard decision and it doesn't feel good, and I personally, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna close my eyes. But I feel this is kind of important for you to know. So I have to finish this reading for you. There's a lot, they're fearful, okay? They have fear in regards to this. It's not a big fear, but they do have fear, and it has to do with a particular desire that they're, and I won't say that they really want this desire. They're just thinking about this desire and wondering if they should continue moving forward trying to make this desire reality. Okay? It's not a big energy, it's not a big motivation to say, they're not saying, yes, for sure, I want this desire and I'm gonna work towards it, whatever it takes. No. They have this, they have the thought of it. They're like, yeah, there's probably a benefit for me to walk towards it, but I don't know. It's like that. Let me see where Spirit wants to guide them. Spirit, where are you trying to guide them? As of right now, your person is being guided by Spirit to really look out for themselves right now. To put themselves before a relationship. Because on some level, what's coming through here is, if whatever this desire is, it's gonna get the best of this person. Okay? And individuality in this moment for this relationship comes first. People come first. People, single, whatever their needs are as a person, is being highlighted as more important than, like, people as a group as of now. But as long as once this person is okay with themselves, once this person gets to recharge their batteries and is okay, and then they can go back out and, work towards whatever goal, then that would be okay. But as of right now, this person needs time to be by themselves. Because the thought of them moving towards a particular direction, this desire, it's probably freaking them the F out. So I'm tuning into your person's guidance here, so that you know how Spirit is trying to guide them, which I don't do often, but I can do this too. This sucks. This person doesn't want, as of right now, this spirit is wanting them, whatever the situation is right now, this person doesn't want change. Whatever is happening right now, the current situation that is bringing them some kind of comfort, relief, they want to keep this. They don't want to let go of this safe place that they've created for themselves. And I can tell it is so important for them. I feel bad for this person because it almost feels like there's pressure that's being put on them, and they're saying, I don't, they don't want pressure, whatever this has to do with. And for you, I'll get your guidance here, okay? Because I can tell this is kind of important. I'll do it really quick. Yes, guidance for you. Does this make sense? If you could let me know, if you don't plan on tipping me or donating, you could at least let me know if any of this resonates. You also are working on the level of desire, so you also want to work towards something, but you are also very hesitant and passive, and you don't know if whatever it is, whatever goal, objective you have in your mind, you also don't know if you should be working towards it either. Where are you guiding? Why? Because you have a lot of reason to be very fearful about whether or not this desire or goal that you have in mind is gonna work out. You you should have doubts of whether or not this is gonna work out, because more harm can be done. You could lose more time, opportunities, peace, relationships could even get worse. And also, Spirit is asking you to recognize the fear. And when you feel the fear about regards to this situation, this objective, this goal, this desire, Spirit wants you to connect with your heart here, so you don't have to deal with that full charge of the fear in regards to this situation, because you also need to take care of yourself. One last here, and then I'll let you go. You need to take care of yourself too, because on some level, whatever it is that you're trying to create, it is going to go against your own needs as a person, because I don't actually think that you are in the position to know exactly what is good for you. I think you're getting the idea. I think you have the idea here. And I think what Spirit is wanting to basically guide you here is whatever your priority was at number one, whatever your first priority is, I think they're asking you to temporarily change your priority here, because there's something else that is more important that comes before this thing that you've been putting at the very top. Okay? Tristan, how? I haven't even read for you. Okay, that's for you, Deepal. That was a tough. This is. I had to go. I had to continue read because I can feel when it's really important for the person. There's pain. There's a lot of pain and a lot of confusion with regards to whatever this person, Deepali, was asking. So whenever I see pain, my compassion basically comes out and I feel bad. So, when I see that a message is really, really needed, I end up giving the message. Okay, I'm just gonna chill out for a second, give myself a little break here before I start answering more questions. How's everybody doing? Oh wow, I just got a whole bunch of new subscribers just now. That was really big. I went from 916 to 925, so not bad. All right, so let me just reconnect here with myself, recenter, because that was a little intense. Not me in particular, but I can tell by your throat. Aw, you can? Aw, have I ever read for you before, Tristan? Oh, in your mail too. I'm intrigued. Do you want to ask a question? And if you've never seen me before, you know what I usually do is I usually ask people not to reveal the question to me. Actually, usually, if you watch my readings, I'll tell people to just hold a question in their mind. But are you a reader as well? I can see you're kind of like in a suit and tie there. Let me know if you're interested. I'm also a teacher too. I'm a teacher of intuition, teacher of spirituality, consciousness, energy translation. I also teach this as well. So you'll see me on the weekends sometimes. I'll hold circles for people to come and, I don't know, give people, tips on how they can develop themselves as a channel and, find out what their strongest clairs or their extrasensory perceptions. Yeah. I had asked about what my answers want me to know. Okay, so usually, I'll ask it. Yeah, I could do that. So, interesting. I like reading males. No discrimination towards our females. But because it's less often that I read for males, I always get intrigued to read them. But I'm glad you're open. Hey, Shirley. Shirley's one of my big supporters. Appreciate her. So Tristan, nice to see you. Hi. Tristan. Alright, so let's see. Okay. So basically you're just asking what your benevolent spirits who have been guiding you, who have been with you, want to point out to you. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, and you'll see that I talk about levels of consciousness quite a bit. I use this table or this chart. It's called The Levels of Consciousness by David Hawkins. I incorporate in my readings. So what I see here with you is that there's some aspect in your life, I don't know what it is, where you are vibrating at the level of love, which generally it's a very spiritual level where you are very much in tune to higher consciousness, basically where we came from, which is, and what we are, love and compassion, and the ability to unconditionally love ourselves and whatever it is that we're dealing with, right? But for some particular reason, although you are here at this level of love, you've gone passive for some particular reason, and I don't know quite why. And I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and see what this might be. I think this has to do with the person. I think you're kind of angry at this person, even though this exists at the level of unconditional love. And I feel whatever happened here is because whatever they did, you basically lost trust for this person. And that is your truth, the lack of trust. And it's almost like you're having a hard time even facing this truth, that you know that you have lost trust, because it hurts. And then I kind of see you basically slamming the door shut. And that's why you're very, very passive here. You've taken a passive approach to be by yourself, to connect with spirit, to connect with your heart where you feel safe. And that's where you're doing your healing here. And they're also showing me here, there's a particular thought pattern that you have, likely one that you are thinking right now, in which you are completely aligned with your spirit guidance. So whether if you're doubting whether or not you made the right decision, or you're in the best place possible as of now, you likely are. I'm going to close my eyes. Okay. So this level of enlightenment where you have a particular, like I said, oh, look at that, 1111. So this particular thought pattern that you were showing me that vibrates at the level of enlightenment that I told you you're in completely aligned with spirit has to do with you not wanting to give up on the situation and you basically wanting to give it another chance, but you know on some level, I don't know what this is, but they're showing me a symbol that it's coming through as you know you need some kind of help or assistance in regards to this. So I'm going to close my eyes just to get a little bit of clarity here with whatever this need for help or assistance is. Oh, shoot. This looks like there's a part of you as well that doesn't want to give back to this. That, because it looks like in your head, I think what you're looking at is like, okay, I'm gonna start giving little by little. I'm start investing back in this little by little. But then there's a part of this like, wait a minute, no, this is not a good idea. So it's kind of, it contradicts with what I just saw, with part of you that basically wants to not give up against this other part of you that's saying, wait a minute, we shouldn't be giving to this. So hold on, this is the part where I ask for your higher guidance to come through for this particular moment. Where are you guiding here, Spirit? There. They want you to basically recognize that you are very fearful, or you're likely very fearful when you realize that you are starting to go back, wanting to walk towards this path, whatever this goal is, this desire, that carries a sense of fear. Basically, you're saying, is this even gonna work? Like, is this even worth my time? You know? But Spirit wants you to recognize that this situation pushes you to vibrate that at a level of fear, which obviously doesn't feel good. And once you recognize whatever thought patterns are coming up where you feel fearful, you're like, what's the point? They want you to connect with your heart, your center here, and go very passive. And I'm going to give you this affirmation here, and hopefully this will give you some guidance on how you can better approach your situation. Your higher guidance wants you to be extremely aware that you know that you do not have the best judgment in this situation, and that your emotions and your ties to this person gets the best of you, And they want you to be so extremely keenly aware that you do not have the best judgment here. And I can tell how hard this is for you. Does this make sense? One last year for you. And then I'll go with someone else here. But this was pretty kind of tense here. Intense here as well. But I can tell this is something that your ancestors really kind of wanted to get through to you here today. One last here. Where are you guiding? Whatever this has to deal with, they want you to be more aware of situations that drain you, situations that really compromise your self-esteem, that really, they're asking you to be really careful about giving away too much to where your own growth becomes stunted. So it is within your highest guidance to be protective of your energy and what you give to. Wow. I think I feel like I've reached you, basically. I feel like I've solidified your faith, basically, in that you're being guided fully from the other side. I feel like that's what I tuned in, basically, is your consciousness. I feel like you're whole in this moment right now. I'm glad that I did, that's basically all that's my job, is basically what I do, is I restore people's dignity. But yeah, thanks Tristan, nice to meet you. And also, of course, if you appreciated your reading, appreciated the time, the energy, and if it was helpful, please consider giving a tip or a donation. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Okay. Lovely. Come back and see me, Tristan. I do free readings all the time, basically. Okay. So we still got some people here. Oh, don't forget to double tap the screen just to like my video. That would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna... Hey, Shirley, I see your question in regards to love and stuff. I want to see how long Shalom Katsu has been here, because they're kind of urging me not to forget about them. Okay, good morning. Okay, so I can only answer one aspect. I can't spend too much time with you, Shalom. So I see you mentioned relationships and career. You gotta pick one. Thanks for the love, you guys. Appreciate the love. Is there anyone in particular, Shalom, or just whatever? Soul Child, I'll try to get to you. Yes, absolutely. Stick around, don't move. In general, okay, so I'm gonna try to get through this pretty quickly. Shalom. What you just said every relationship I go into doesn't work out. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's basically you vibrating at the level of apathy, which is hopelessness, and you feeling helpless, basically. But you've taken a passive approach so that you don't have to feel the full charge of this hopelessness, basically, because it obviously doesn't feel good. So you are spending time alone, healing, and connecting with yourself. So I'm going to close my eyes. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is it's either two things. I can't tell which one it is. You basically saying, I want somebody, right? You have this is desire for you to want somebody. And Spirit is asking you to be brave about it. Or you want somebody brave. I can't tell which one it is. So did you get that? It's either you want somebody and Spirit and you are saying, okay, I need to be brave about it, or you want somebody brave enough to step up to the plate. So I was going to interpret this as somebody, I don't know if you come off intimidating or if there's something about you that makes people kind of like be scared. I don't know. That's really up to you, but I'm going to close my eyes one more time here. But I feel like you yourself, it's almost like you're reluctant to want to start again. I don't know if because you're wanting to focus on something else that you value. But there's obviously you not wanting to like go to the next step. If I'm not mistaken. So I'll do one more here. Okay, and where are you guiding? Where are you guiding? Ooh. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So you originally, okay, you're at the level of apathy, right? Where you basically feel hopeless and helpless. So you've started to create patterns here for yourself. So where your mind and your heart kind of automatically gets to this place of hopelessness and helplessness. And you might think that it might be serving you, it could have served you for a moment's time. And then you try to get back onto the horse where you're like, okay, let me start to make choices that can that is going to basically make my future way look way different from what I've already experienced. Okay? But from what spirit is showing me is that's a little bit too fast of a jump for you. So they actually want you to grieve either time, resources, connections, and actually feel bad and be like, yo, wow, I lost a lot of time. I lost a lot of opportunities. Like, what have I been doing this whole time? They want you to get to this place because that's where you're going to get more energy. To when you set your goal and your objective, that you actually have the energy to do it because you spent enough time in grief. Does that make sense? I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, this is hard for you. It's hard for you to make that transition and to be like, okay, I'm going to start giving again. Yes, I want change. Yes, I want to start creating change. I know it starts from me. I know all the change has to happen first in me, but you have to do the work inside you because I think you've created like a wall here within yourself where you have the idea and you know, okay, I need to start investing a little bit more time here, a little bit more time on this day, then again on that day, but then like like you're already like tired when you know like this is the process that you have to go through. Okay, so it's gonna take more time from you to get serious because I feel like on some level you've kind of decided that maybe you should be by yourself for a while. But if this is truly something that you want to work towards, is something you really want a relationship, you have to believe within yourself first, because if your energies are reflecting one thing, your actions and your words are going to align. So you got to fix the energy first, and then you start acting and talking differently. Make sense? Okay. I'm so sorry, Shalom. Okay. So I think I'm reading for Shirley, right? Oh, Shirley, you're so kind. Aria! My girls are here. Okay, who am I reading for? What time is it? It's like 11:30. Okay. I'm gonna do a few more readings, okay? I'm just trying to keep these real short. Shirley. Thanks, but Thanksgiving is coming soon. I haven't given any readings. As you can see, I've been on break for 2 days, so just doing whatever today. Usually when I don't read for a couple days and then I start reading again, it's like, it feels good, you know? Creative arts, you're still here? Wait, hold on, if I do get to go to the stab party, okay. Alright. Shirley. Oh, do you have a question, Shirley? Do you want to give me a question? Like, you don't have to hold questions in your head or whatever. People can give me the questions so that I can line up. If I know the question, then I can see the symbols come through and I can basically apply it and explain it better. So, I'm trying to get to 20 likes. Can we get to 20 likes? Can we do that? Will I have good messages in love this week? Alright. What's that emoji? How did I know? I just got the feeling that's basically how you were feeling. You know what was gonna come through my head? I was gonna ask you. I was like, are you nervous? ESP. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying sometimes when I just like move this fork, I'll start to see images even without my eyes being closed. So when I was moving my fork here, I saw basically when I was younger, I would used to do taekwondo, and whenever we would spar with other, with our class or people we were doing in taekwondo, we were in a class or whatever, we would put on our gear. So we had like this little helmet thing, and we had our pads. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a symbol. So, somebody with all this padding on. This doesn't look amazing, but it does look like you're putting yourself first. So you're grieving something here, for sure. But at the same time, you've taken a passive approach so that you don't have to feel the full charge of the grief here. I don't know what it is that you're grieving. I'm gonna ask Spirit how they're guiding you. They're basically telling you, we see what's going on. We see that you've withdrawn to basically connect with yourself in regards to whatever has caused you to feel a loss or a disappointment. You're letting something go, and they're saying this is healthy. That's what they're saying. Why is it, this is a little bit weird. Usually people don't want disappointment, but why am I being shown, or am I getting the feeling that you want disappointment? So it doesn't make sense to me. It might make sense to you, I don't know, but that's literally what I'm seeing here. You basically, and this is difficult for you too. It's hard for you. This is pretty difficult. But I don't know what it is that you're thinking, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, usually people don't want disappointment, but you might be looking at disappointment as a good thing. So I'm going to ask clarity here. Whatever this is, I think you're definitely putting yourself first. Whatever this has to do with you wanting your space, you wanting to be able to, again, get to a place where you can be patient and you can feel like you're in control and you can adapt again and you can, manipulate your environment the way you want it and feel, like you can be gracious without effort and like you getting to the place where you can you get to have courage again. I think this is what you're putting first. Does this make sense? Yes, loving you a little bit more, exactly. And I'm not gonna lie, I can tell you're like trying to push through this. Anything else you want to know? What is meant for me will find me easily. Anything else you want to know? Any question? Okay, let me tell you something here. Okay. Okay, will AJ contact you this week? Okay. Alright, and I think this might be my last reading. What do you think? Let's hopefully see. Okay, so the answer to this question, will AJ contact you this week? The answer exists at the level of fear, but it's a very passive. I don't know what this means. I really don't. I don't know how to interpret that, so I'm just gonna close my eyes to see what I feel. People might be taking the time to heal fear that is associated with, hey, there's fear there. And so this is what they're showing me here, that people are likely wanting to take the time to heal and not have to feel all this like, I'm gonna waste my time basically, or like this is going nowhere kind of, This is not a good question. The fact that you asked this question, you're basically opening up a can of worms. You know what came through? The boogeyman. The boogeyman came through. Okay? So not yet. Maybe next week. See what the guidance calls for next week. But the phone call, probably not a good time yet. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for supporting the channel. We made it to 20 likes, so. Alright. You guys want to talk a little bit before I go? It doesn't always have to be business, and then boom! End the live! Yeah, but if you guys want to go, I'm pooped. But thanks for coming through. What's gonna happen if I open a jewelry next month online? Okay, I'm gonna do this one last question for Darian. I feel good. Thank you, Shirley. All right, one last question here for Darian. Try to make it quick. Darian Dan Slarurosirog. For the most part, I'm seeing some good signs here. I'm seeing the word awake, and I'm also seeing basically an eagle flying high above. So this looks like big picture stuff, okay? Big picture overview, seeing things from above, being able to manage things like this. High view, okay? One second. Pretty good symbol I've never seen here before, though literally the word and the image of a king is coming through here. The word as well as the image of a king with a crown is coming through here. So that is obviously very, very positive here. But why are you showing me, oh, hold on. I think what you're showing me here is, I think you're, on some level, for some reason, you're at the level of grief, so you're grieving some kind of loss. But this also might be a positive thing here. Where are you guiding? But I think you were healing a lot of your shame. I think. I think I think you're in a very powerful place as of right now. I think you are definitely going to be channeling a lot of like your ability to make friends, your ability to create relationships. This is a huge energy that's going to be supporting you. You being that's that part of that your divine self that's going to be coming out with you being able to put on a smile for people, you know, and just give off that really good friend vibe with regards to this relationship. So I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here. Obviously, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides are guiding you in this particular direction. There's no doubt about that, and it's all 100% yes, 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 yes. Keep going, okay? That's for you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see each other soon. Okay, fine. One more here for Benisa King. Okay, but that's gotta be it. Benisa King. Will me and the guy on my mind get closer romantically? Okay. Can you, don't forget to like the video, please, if you haven't yet, Benisa. Okay, so I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at the energy between you two. Is looking good. It's looking very good. I think there's, ooh, yeah, this looks very, very good. This looks very, very good as of now. And where is it likely going in the following weeks? This looks very, very good. This looks very good. It looks long-term, high vibrational. Definitely people are gonna feel elated basically here. They're vibrating at the levels of reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment, all of it. And this is all long-term as well. The energy feels very calm. If there's a lot of confidence, I feel, with whoever this is that I'm feeling, and there's a people are likely being careful. They're wanting to be careful. There's very healthy energy as well. I think people as well are looking out for themselves at the same time. You know, people have self-love, self-care going on, whatever this has to do with. And let me get a little feel here for your person. Little feel here about your person towards you. Let me see. Wow. Very, very nice. On this side, on wherever your person, they're showing me, I'm getting just a symbol that would indicate to me that in their mind, and they've basically found something that is very, very valuable to them. And yeah, they likely don't. Obviously, this is something very valuable, whatever. Because I'm tuning into them, and I'm being shown symbols that they basically found something that they really value. Okay, it's for you. Okay, that is it. So I've been on for 140 minutes, guys. I've gotten no donations, so I have to go. Okay, thank you so much.